Hi everyone, before we get into this video, please watch till the end. Hi everyone, and welcome back. I want to say that this is the closing video to the Faithful Journey Hop. This was a hop hosted by myself and Mary Love Country Living. We had a group of channels that we hopped from, and we heard their faith journey. I get goosebumps when I think about everything that these ladies spoke about. They literally put their heart on the line. We have a playlist. I have a playlist. If you look down below on my channel, you will see that there is a playlist of every person that was a part of this hop. Maybe when you've got time and you're ready, you'll watch them. I'm going to just say thank you to each and every one of them. I was inspired by the Lord above, and I thank him for that. Then I reached out to Mary Love Country Living, and she said yes. Jeanette's journey, she's new to me because she's only been within the last 6, maybe a little longer, but she's a newbie in my life. And I want to say thank you to her, right? A newbie that comes in, and she comes in with energy and her story and her journey. I felt the connection to that one. Save with Judy. If you don't know who Save with Judy is, you're missing out. A beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you, Miss Judy. Then we have Jack over at My Girl Budgeting. A kindred spirit in her own right. She's got such amazing things to offer every single person in this world. Go check that out. My Modern Homestead has a connection to her faith. And if you're searching, go watch her video. Thank you, Miss Janet. Mandy's Budgeting Journey. I'm going to call her a young lady that has the utmost faith in the Lord above. Every single one of them puts something of themselves in every one of these videos. Thank you so much, Mandy. Fiona is over at Frugality is Life. This lady right here has a undoubtable faith, connection, love for her faith. Beautiful to watch and listen to. Omar Crafts and Budgets. I want to say thank you so much for putting so much out there of yourself. I have not gotten to speak with you, but I hope that the release that you got from putting it out there, you found something amazing. Thank you for participating. Marie Way of Life. Maria. The struggle was real. The faith was strong. The struggle is real again. The faith is stronger. That's what I heard from her testimony. Thank you, my friend. Lisa, Grateful Me. Your words, again, I got goosebumps. Your words draw us into him. You let us know that he's waiting for us. He's there for us. Go check out these amazing channels. Ladies, I want to say that I appreciate you all so much for joining me on this journey. I want to say thank you to everyone that watched this hop. When I did my video, I did not, I showed you the love I have for this faith. I showed it to you. I I showed you the love I have for my faith. I didn't share my walk. Now, I am a motherless daughter from the age of 3. Her mom then took care of me. Her mom, my grandma, died 2 weeks before I was starting high school. You want to talk about a world being turned upside down. Growing up in the city, New York City, my life could have shifted for the worst. But it didn't. I was never angry at that they were taken from me. I always thought this: they were my angels above. One was always in front of me, one was always behind me, and I was always in between them. When I felt like I needed protection, the one in front had me. When I needed that push, that one behind me pushed me. To this day, I know that that is still their position, and I'm a grown woman. I was not mad at the Lord for taking them from me. I believe this: we're here to learn something. And maybe when God said to me, Donna, you ready to go back? Or, whatever my name is in heaven, are you ready to go back? And I say yes. He says, well, I need you to learn this. I need you to be a motherless daughter. Are you ready to take that on? I think that's how it goes. I think we're here to learn something. And I believe that we get to come back. Like, do you ever know somebody that you feel is the first timers? I feel like I've been here before. This is my perspective. I don't know if it's real or not, but that's how I feel. I'm here to learn something. And that's my journey to be a motherless daughter. Then I'm going to tell you a positive that I think makes my faith even stronger. I actually have 2. I went to Catholic school. In 2nd grade, we are learning to receive Holy Communion, make the sacrament of Holy Communion, where you can receive the bread and the body of Christ. In the Catholic Church back then, it was the 70s. A little girl in the 70s, 2nd grade, there was a crucifix over every single one of the bulletin boards. Blackboards. And we'd say our prayers in the morning, our Pledge of Allegiance. God was in every room. God was with us. Jesus was with us. We were, And I remember them talking to us about the calling to be a nun, the calling to be a priest. And I felt the power of those words. And I remember looking at the crucifix and being like, God, I want to be a nun. I want to be a nun. I think I hear you. I think I hear you. I think I want to be that nun. Whoever the words were back then. And I remember as clear as day, I saw something that day on the crucifix. And then I heard a voice. And the voice was this. In whatever words were said to me when I was in 2nd grade, 7, 8 years old. Donna, your calling is not to be a nun. I have a different plan for you. I remember that. I remember that so much. And I remember having this oh my gosh, out of body kind of little experience being a little child, looking around to see if anybody is staring at that crucifix. Was that crucifix talking to anyone else? I felt like I was one-on-one. Then, fast forward. City kids, right? City kids. Here comes summer. We were allowed to stay out until the streetlights came on. That's not a fable. That's not an old tale. That was the truth. But on Friday nights, when the parents did not have to get up for work the next day, there were times that we were allowed to stay out until 11 p.m. 11 p.m. We had a block of kids. Oh my gosh, we were so blessed with this block. And we all went to the same school. So on this block, we had the Catholic school, the church, the convent, and the rectory. We were surrounded by the priests, the nuns, and the school. All the time. We played in the schoolyard. We played in the convent grass because we grew up in the city. The convent had grass. They allowed us to play tackle football on the grass. Like, these are things that they let the kids do. So one night, my best friend, Tracy, growing up, we still get together a few times here and there. And every time we do, we talk about this story. We were playing tag in the dark. And the driveway, like, okay, so there's, the block is this big. The houses are here. There's a driveway, right, in the middle of the row of houses to the back alleyway. Because each house had a backyard and then the alleyway. It was blocked off on this end, blocked off on this end. And the next block was higher, so there was a wall. There was a wall. So if you can envision that, right? So the alleyway came in to a T. And there was no way in and no way out, right? So we were allowed to have the block and the alleyway be part of this tag. But we had teams. Like, so my girlfriend and I were on together within a team. And we go running into that driveway. And we both literally, we put the brakes on our heels. Like, we stopped. And we stood frozen. And I looked at her, she looked at me, we both, do you see that? Do you see that? And we stood there, and I'm going to get emotional because what we saw was the Blessed Mother, Mary. It was glowing. It was beautiful. She did not speak to us. We just stood there. And we felt extremely blessed. To this day, we talk about it together. It's something we know we saw. We did not make it up as children. I would never make up a fabrication like that in my life. I think that there would truly be consequences. Because I was brought up that you fear the hand of God, right? We did. And maybe that's what kept me as a good... I wanted to please him, not make him mad. And I would not lie about this. So I feel like the crucifix spoke to me that day. And I feel like I was in the presence of the Blessed Mother. I've had up and downs in my life. Of course we all have. I could have been that kid that went astray. But I think that I was guided from above. So this is what we write in one another's cards. And it started a long time ago when I was a kid, and now I do it to my children. And when I write them their birthday cards or their Christmas cards or whatever, I write, remember, you are watched from above. That means not only is God watching you, but your grandmothers and everyone that went before you are watching you. So I hold this faith extremely close to me. I wake up and I ask God, what do you need me to do? I want to do it. Please let me do it. Recently, I showed this on my channel, and right after I showed this, I felt if you watched a fog, a dark fog roll in, right? But I stay strong, and some of you might notice these. These were actually gifts from some of my girls. They don't go far. They're here, and they mean the world to me. I also have an angel that sits up on a desk that was gifted to me, that I can actually see and look at on a regular basis. Before we close this out, this meant so much to me that I want to share this with you all. We are gifting this to anyone that wants to grab it. It will be over on my .com, which is donnapoweredbycreativity.com. It will be in the free section. Can you look at this? I would love for you to go to each one of these channels and show them some love. Leave them a comment. Maybe tell each one of them that you got this challenge. Let them know that they're appreciative, that you are appreciative of them, and that we appreciate them. I didn't say that correctly. Look at this. Faithful Journey Hop. And every single lady had a favorite Bible verse. And I kind of coordinated the color of the circle at the heart to their name. Save money, grab your Bible, or even look it up on the internet. Hey, Google, what is Matthew 5:9? Well, let's do this together. That's mine. Hey, Google, what is Matthew 5:9?
Matthew chapter 5 verse 9 is a verse from the Bible, specifically from the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus teaches about various blessings. It reads, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God." Here's a breakdown of what that means. Blessed are the peacemakers. This refers to those who actively work to resolve conflicts, promote harmony, and bring about reconciliation between people. It's not just about avoiding conflict, but actively seeking and creating peace. For they shall be called children of God. This is the promise or blessing associated with being a peacemaker. It implies that those who embody this quality are reflecting God's character. God is the ultimate peacemaker, reconciling humanity to himself through Christ. Therefore, those who participate in making peace demonstrate that they are truly part of God's family and share in his nature. In essence, Matthew chapter 5 verse 9 encourages believers.
Just ask Google. Google will tell you. That one was mine. If you didn't know this, I had a calling to be a police officer. And one of my favorite images is Jesus on the Mount. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now, let me show you the second page. This is 2 pages. This is a combo, but you get to print this off as many times as you want. Maybe you print one off for each one of these Bible verses. And what I would suggest, and maybe you do this with me, you write that Bible verse down. Feel it, touch it, own it. I'm here not only to inspire you to save money, but inspire you to look into faith. Because faith takes us on an amazing journey. I love yous. I want to say thank you. And I will see you all in the next video. God bless.